Good morning, South. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance with members of the Literary Art Magazine.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll hear more from the Literary Art Magazine later in the show. Good morning once again, and welcome to the Falcon Report for this Friday, the 30th of January, a day 4. I'm Ashaz Khan.
And I'm Ayn Rahman.
On Monday, the Valley Stream Central High School District declared a snow day due to weather conditions that covered New York in a pristine white frost. Maria Akims knows all about it.
Thanks, guys. I'm out here battling the cold after students are returning to school after our wonderful snow day.
That ripple of glee you might have heard on noon on Sunday were South students discovering that their long weekend had gotten longer. All activities during and after school were canceled, bringing smiles to students' faces while their parents groaned about the impending shoveling. Throughout the rest of the day and into Monday, snowfall continued, reaching up to 10 inches in Valley Stream, which prompted significant snow removal activities. Very appropriate temperatures ensued during the winter storm, reaching real feels of single digits and remaining in the teens pretty much ever since.
I know about y'all, but it's like -6 degrees out here. I'm gonna head back inside.
Tuesday marked the first day of the second semester for the 2025 and 2026 school year. The inside of the building was as flurry as the outdoors, with students bustling about to locate and get settled into their new half-year elective classes. Schedules transitioned into different art, mathematics, career, and science courses like ceramics, multivariable calculus, food and nutrition, and intro to AI. There, students met their new teachers, who outlined their course expectations and gave out contracts to help them prepare for their new classes. Many Falcons also received different lunch and free periods, where they found friends whose new schedules aligned with theirs. All in all, students and teachers alike have spent this week adapting to the second half of the school year, more ready to learn and grow than ever.
Last Thursday, South students, teachers, and even parents faced off in a battle of wits at game show night. Anthony Bellello can toss up all the info.
I'm here at Game Show Night, where the competition's really heating up. The tournament, hosted by It's Academic, featured Quiz Bowl-style packets that challenged players to recall information in a breadth of subject areas, from classic literature and scientific theory to current events and popular culture. Each of the 3 games included 2 rounds of toss-ups, questions in pyramidal form that can be interrupted by buzzing, and 1 lightning round, comprising of rapid-fire questions within a set category. At the end of the night, the top 2 teams from each division, junior high, senior high, and adult, went head-to-head in a showcase of obscurity based on the game show Pointless. Notably, Team Stay Gold carried on a nearly 2-decade winning streak with especially impressive Shakespearean knowledge. Their pursuit was far from trivial, as those ultimately victorious were rewarded with both glory and gift cards for a celebratory dinner, and the mind-bending night brought exhilaration to all. We just finished here, and that competition sure was exciting. For the Falcon Report, I'm Anthony Bellello.
I wonder what the Literary Art Magazine has been up to recently.
Actually, I heard they won an award.
Giselle Taruno can share the news with us.
I'm Jainaba, officers of the Literary Art Magazine, who have recently won an award. So, can you elaborate on what this award is?
Sure. So the REM Award is an honor bestowed by the National Council of English Teachers, which is given to the magazines that they felt were the best in the nation, and we were given first class out of 135 schools.
And can you tell us how the club's efforts contributed to achieving this award?
The editors and our amazing and talented students at South, through the editors' meetings, we were able to edit and figure out which pieces of the magazine went with which photos.
I think it really establishes how, despite how we submit, so it's the work of the individual, we really come together during editing season and make sure the magazine is a collective effort.
Right, and to Alyssa's point, all of the members of our club are really enthusiastic and passionate about the art they submit, and it really adds to the character of our magazine.
Yeah, and all the work that we do, we make sure not to mess it up or anything. We always keep the work original the way other people can see it.
How should future writers and artists be inspired to contribute to the Literary Art Magazine?
Well, you can always take inspiration from our theme. So like this year, our theme is treasured memories. So you can always write about that. But I remember when I was a younger member of the team, I used to always look at the past editions of the magazines and take inspiration from that as well.
Our art magazine accepts all different kinds of art, so if you're really into writing poetry or short stories or painting, drawing, whatever you want, the art magazine is full of people who appreciate different kinds of things.
No matter what grade you're in, you can join. I remember when I first joined, I was in 7th grade and I was really nervous. I didn't know how people were going to react. But now that I see the community, it's really fun and exciting.
Thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on your award. Back to you in the studio.
When the Falcon Report returns, we'll talk much more about final projects. But first, a bird's eye view of the Falcon's Nets sound bath. The Falcon Report will be right back.
Hungry. I just want some food.
Food, you say? Well, right here. I've got some food for you. It's only $57.57.
$57?
Wait! Why don't you just come to the Class of 2031 bake sale next Thursday, February 5th?
Well, how much is it?
It's very affordable, and most items are $1.
Okay.
Hey!
Welcome everybody back to another special episode of Family Feud! And for the $1 million question, what should winter athletes be doing?
One thing all winter athletes should do is, I would say, train.
He said a train!
Another thing I think they should do is stay hydrated.
Hydrate!
One more thing you say. I'm sweating a lot. It must be burning in here, right?
All right, you know, I don't need to say anything else. Just put a red X on the screen.
Let's go to the balls! They said attending the winter sports pep rally. Survey says.
To end off the first semester, Mr. Matthew Finalich's Intro to AI classes completed their final project. The class was tasked to create hypothetical artificial intelligence that could solve a real-world problem in 9 to 12 minutes. Then, in groups of 2 to 3 or alone, they presented their project to the class following the rubric that was provided. Students demonstrated their theoretical AI with a video, while others used a slideshow format. Throughout their presentations, they answered questions like why the problem they addressed was important, which types of people would use the AI, and the benefits and drawbacks of this labor-saving virtual assistant. Students also had to regulate the AI to account for possible malfunctions, human involvement, job replacement, and other possible situations that AI could face if it were real. All in all, the Intro to AI final project was a great send-off into the new semester.
2 weeks ago, Miss Laura Picorni gave an enlightening presentation about the Globe Theater to Mrs. Carrie Butler's 9th period English class. She shared about her journey with Shakespearean literature as an opener to their new unit, where students will soon read the classic tragedy, Romeo and Juliet.
She would have that line. Then there would be a break for what Romeo speaks. But on Romeo's script, all it would say is...
Miss Picorni explained how to read Shakespearean English and shared interesting facts about Shakespeare's plays, the Globe Theater itself, and how the shows put on for up to 3,000 onlookers. Overall, it was an interesting presentation that gave students an insight into the world of Shakespeare in preparation for Romeo and Juliet. I'm so glad we had that snow day on Monday. I really needed the extra rest.
Me too, but I'm ready for spring. Ezra Cyrus can tell us if temperatures will warm up this weekend. Ezra?
Thanks, guys. This weekend, we're seeing cold temperatures stick around with a mix of sunshine, clouds, and even a chance of some snow as we head into the weekend. Today will be cold but bright with mostly sunny skies and temperatures reaching around 16 degrees. Moving on to tomorrow, it will remain cold with intervals of clouds and sunshine and highs around 17 degrees. Looking ahead to Sunday, we're watching the chance for snow, and if snow does fall, a couple inches are possible, and if not, it will be cloudy and cold with temperatures hovering near 22 degrees. Overall, the next few days will stay cold with a mix of sunshine, clouds, and a chance of snow by Sunday, so make sure to bundle up and stay warm. And that's your weather forecast for this weekend. Back to you in the studio.
These athletes come and go. It's sad to see.
It's okay though, because Jackson Hunter can inform us on these special senior games.
Jackson?
Thanks, guys. After Wednesday's basketball game, I guess we can tell who the better bird is. This past Wednesday saw an intense basketball game against our close rivals, the Lynbrook Owls. After a brief ceremony recognizing our incredible seniors for all they did to help the team, with the national anthem and warm-ups, the team got started. And the crowd roared. The buzzer rang and the game was on. Starting in the first quarter of play, senior Jaden Price was a shooting machine. He sank in 3 two-pointers like it was nothing and a free throw too. Another senior with amazing shooting skills in the first quarter was Shane Grant with 2 two-pointers. Finally, junior Sixes Akori had tight defense and put up 1 two-pointer. On to the second quarter, other players shined, including senior Milton Punks with an incredible 3 and 2 to add on. Landon Jones not only had smart passing, but a two-pointer and a complete free throw. Nick Deber went crazy throughout the whole game with 4 three-pointers, 2 two-pointers, and 1 free throw. These shooters went crazy in the game and showed off to the crowd, who supported them with extreme Falcon spirit. We had an amazing halftime performance from the Aces, who really brought the step to South. The last 2 quarters kept everyone on their toes. The score was neck and neck with countless timeouts. As time counted down, it was anybody's game. Jaden shot 8 more free throws with 5 two-pointers and 2 three-pointers. With the final score coming down, the Falcons secured an hype amazing win on their night. And that's sports.
That's all for this edition of the Falcon Report. For Ayan Rahman, I'm Ashaz Khan.
Have a great weekend, South.
You know what's crazy? We fooled the entire school into thinking we're not related.
Yeah, we're brothers.
That's crazy.
I know.